Yeah, that is very, very good. Oh my gosh. What is up? I'm back in Brisbane, and today I am trying a viral pastry. This is a patisserie that's opened in Brisbane fairly recently, I believe. I should probably done some research beforehand. Let me just have a quick look. The place that I'm trying today is called Christian Jacques. It is a French patisserie bakery that is open in Kangaroo Point, and I've seen it popping up all over on Instagram and other YouTube videos, so I thought I'd come down and check it out. It's situated literally right under the Story Bridge, so opposite the Story Bridge Hotel. If you're familiar with Brisbane, that's where it's situated, and if you're heading there from out of town, if you just look up the Kangaroo Point Hotel, or Story Bridge Hotel, that's where it is, and you won't miss it, because if it's open, there'll be a lineup out the front of it, as I discovered this morning. So let me just have a quick look here at the Christian Jacques website. Now, I got there quite late on today. I got there around about midday. I believe they close around about 1 o'clock. So there was no bread left, and there was very little in the cold cabinet there, in terms of like tarts and eclairs and things of that nature. Still plenty of croissants and other pastries, which was awesome. So we'll get to what I'm going to try in a sec. I just want to see if I can find some information for you here. Okay, so the information that I've looked up online, I can see a Reddit thread about the bakery. It opened a year ago, so it's only been open for a year, and from all reports, super popular. And I decided to go with, we'll start off with the plain croissant, because I think that's a good place to start. Now, I should preface this by saying as well that I have a really good French bakery down the road from me, where I live in Southport. It's owned by, I believe they're a Korean family, so I'm quite spoiled. I have a decent French patisserie right on my doorstep. So I've gone with the croissant, the plain croissant. Here, you can have a look at it, guys. Already I can feel it really nice and buttery, nice and flaky and light. Let's break it open. Give you a look on the inside there. Alright, starting off with the plain croissant. It's still a touch warm. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is very, very good. Now, I've never been to France, so I can't comment on what a authentic French croissant tastes like. But if this is any indication, I need to get my butt to France ASAP. Oh, that is delicious. The outside's really nice and flaky. A little bit of, just enough crunch to it. It holds its shape when you get it out of the bag. But the layers of pastry inside, I can taste there's obviously a really high quality butter used in it. Nice and a little bit salty. Really smooth. Just melts in your mouth. Wow, that is delicious. Here we go, there's an end piece. Okay. Alright, I get the hype. Let me just have another little quick bite, and then I'll have some coffee. Oh man. That is right up there with the best croissants I've ever had. Alright. Now, it wouldn't be a croissant for very late breakfast for me after midday, but I'm going to pair it with this This is from, I don't know how you'd pronounce it, Cafetal Coffee Roasters in the Gabba, situated sort of on Overend Street, just behind the Aussie Nash Hotel, if you're familiar with that, in Brisbane. My part of the world, where I was living when I was up in Brisbane. I lived just a few streets up in East Brisbane. And the reason I went to these guys was because my old boss used to order their beans for our coffee machine at work, and I used to make everyone at work coffees every day because I've got a little bit of barista experience, and that was just with a little Breville machine, and the coffee was always fantastic. So I thought I'd come and try it at the source today. And yeah, it's really good. I had a couple of sips on the way up to this park. It's really, really, really good. So I believe the owners are a Colombian couple. All of the beans that they roast there on site are from Colombia. And I thought it was pretty cool when I popped in there to grab this coffee just now. Pardon me, coffee's coming back on me. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. There was they got a little room off to the side where they do coffee tasting, and there were people in there doing a tour and a coffee tasting. So let me know if you'd like to see me go back and do that sometime. I'd be really keen. I'll hopefully take a friend or someone with me, and we'll go and film that and show you what that's all about. I'd be really interested to try some of their single origins and just hear their story. But yeah, if you're ever in this, the southeastern part of Brisbane, Cafetal Coffee Roasters on Overend Street in the Gabba, go and check them out. This is a latte, by the way. That's my go-to coffee order, just a plain latte. So I'd like to go back there and try, like all of the different styles of coffees that they have. Normally when you do a coffee tasting, it's normally just straight up black coffee. So I'd be interested to go and do that. Alright, I'm going to put the plain croissant aside for a sec after I have another bite and get to the star of the show, hey? Now this here is the custard pain au chocolat. Focus in on that one for you. Now I believe they're quite popular for all of the custard items that they do at Christian Jacques. Once again, like the croissant itself feels real fluffy and light, but you can feel that obviously the density of the custard in there. I don't know how I'm going to attack this. Let's give it a go. Try and get some custard and some chocolate and everything in one bite. Oh my gosh. That is unbelievable. And I'm glad I brought my push bike with me when I came up to Brisbane today, because I'm going to have to go for like a 3-hour ride to get rid of these calories. Let me see if I can get you a look in there. Rich French chocolate, really nice sweet custard, and that beautiful flaky croissant with a bit of powdered sugar on top. Oh. Now, I'm an absolute sucker for anything with custard in it. So this has just taken like one of my favorite French bakery items, the pain au chocolat. It's taken it to like an unbelievable level. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. You guys, you have to get down there and check them out if you haven't been yet. Christian Jacques at Kangaroo Point. I need to get back there and try some of the other stuff. One of the items that I sort of stood out to me was a savoury croissant, which is normally not my go-to. I normally like a sweet pastry. But it was bacon, honey, and a form of cheese. I can't remember now off the top of my head, but it looked amazing. So I need to go and try one of them and check out some of the other stuff. I'll have to get there a bit earlier next time when they've got a bit more variety available. But I mean, this croissant came off one of the racks. It didn't come out of the shelf like it was freshly made. Like I said, it's still a little bit warm. This one's probably been sitting there for a little bit longer, but it's completely fresh. Doesn't feel like it's been sitting there for a couple of hours at all. Oh my gosh, guys, that is going to go real well with the coffee. Oh, that's unreal. Oh my gosh, that's well worth the drive from the Gold Coast, guys. If you're in Brisbane, if you're anywhere near Brisbane, you have to get down here and try this. This is unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to devour the rest of these and finish my coffee, and then I'm going to jump on the push bike and go for a ride for an hour or two, try and burn off some of those calories, and then before I head back home to the Gold Coast, I'm going to maybe stop in and get a chicken sandwich at a place that's been highly recommended to me by one of my friends who's a chef. So I've got some pretty high expectations for this next place I'm going to visit. But first, let me finish these, then I'm going to jump on the push bike for a little while. I'm going to go for a cruise around the old neighbourhood that I used to live in Brisbane, and then I'll see you for a late lunch. Alright, I've been for my ride and my phone is just about to run out of juice, so I wanted to record this quickly before I head back down to the Gold Coast. But I have come to KCS Chicken in Woolloongabba, which is a 1-2 minute walk away from where I got my coffee a little earlier today. And I've just gone for the basic chicken sandwich. So they've got a pretty decent menu in there, but I had that pretty calorie dense pastry meal earlier, so I've just gone for the chicken. I haven't got the chicken sandwich. I haven't got any chips or sides or drinks or anything. I've got some water here with me, that'll do. So Casey's is here in Woolloongabba, East Brisbane, right by where I used to live. Actually, it's probably 3 streets over, and it's down in this little precinct where Paw Paw Cafe, which is a really popular Thai fusion Asian restaurant, and I used to come down to Little Paw Paw to get my coffees of a morning on the weekends. There's Little Paw Paw just sort of 2 doors down from it. There's a really cool looking Japanese restaurant on the corner beside KC's. That place used to be a little cafe, and they used to do like a really good like, what do you call them, like the eggs that are cooked in the pan, like baked eggs with like chorizo and Spanish, like a ragu sort of thing with it. So the cafe that used to be there was really good, but the Japanese place looks amazing, so I'll have to come back and check that out sometime. But we're going to go with the chicken sandwich from KC's, so let's get it open and have a look at this. Holy moly, I thought it was just, there's like half a chicken on there. Holy mackerel. Alright, well, let's get it out. Alright, you can see it's come in the wrapper there. It's just really simple. It's got like an entire chicken breast. I should have read the menu to see what exactly is on it. Let's have a quick look. It looks like there's some sauce on top of that chicken. Some sauce on the bottom, looks like a special sauce. Some pickles, and that's it by the looks of it. And some cheese as well. Alright, let's have a bite of the chicken. Alright, I'll spare you all the noises of me chewing away on that, but this is delicious. It's got like a, not overly sweet, but it's got this touch of sweetness to it in the crumb. It's not overly seasoned, like the crumb's really, it's really well balanced. I think the sauce There's like, I don't know if you can see it. There's like a sauce on top of the chicken. Very light little spread of sauce on there. That might be where the sweetness is coming from. It might be like a sweet chili or something like that. All right, I'm gonna take it out of the wrapper and we're gonna eat the actual sandwich itself, or as we say in Australia, we call this a chicken burger. I know people in America get very upset when they hear that, but that's what we call it. Alright, KCS chicken sandwich. We've tried the chicken. Let's try the entire sandwich. Okay. First bite. Good mix of the sauce, bit of the cheese, and the chicken with the beautiful soft burger bun. Delicious, but I didn't get any pickle. I can see some pickle just here, so let's try and get a mouthful with the pickle. Okay, now we're talking. I love a sweet pickle. That sweet pickle, yeah, that makes the sandwich. Getting a full bite with the chicken, the sauce. I'm pretty sure there's cheese on there. It's not much, it's just a little bit of cheese. Like maybe half a slice or something like that of, looks like American cheese. It's not overpowering. I don't know if it's cheese or it might actually be the special sauce that's on there. It's really, really good. It's only $15 as well, which I know for some people might sound expensive, but in a place like that, you know, on the Gold Coast or Brisbane, you can generally, you know, expect to pay about $20 for something like this. And I mean, you're getting a whole chicken breast. You're getting basically a chicken schnitty on the sandwich. So for $15, that's really good. Will I go back? 100%. I'll be coming back. I want to try more of that menu now. They've got like a fried chicken menu, sandwiches. They've got a hot chicken sandwich, which I'll have to try. And apparently their desserts are quite good too. So I'll have to come back and check that out. Let me know if you guys have been to KC's before. What your go-to order is, and I might come back and try it next time around. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's another Brisbane vlog in the bank. I'm really looking forward to getting up to Brisbane a little bit more often and checking out a bunch of new restaurants, bars, cafes, record stores, a whole bunch of new places up there for me to go and check out. So if you like this video, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button. It'll really help me out as a small content creator trying to make some travel content. Every like helps, and every person who follows along and subscribes really helps as well, and it means a lot to me. So if you guys have got any suggestions for places for me to go and check out in Brisbane, leave a comment for me down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.